Hey, peace out. Hi, guys. Ooh, light. Let's turn it off. I'd rather not see me than see me. Okay, here it is, 2:45 a.m. I am just leaving work now. Got done to Fort Myers, and they turned around and said, well, we're going to divert you. Oh, really? Yeah, we're going to divert you to Manatee. I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, all right. Well, you know, I can't complain. I'm only getting so many hours with this run, so anything extra is always a bonus for me. However, I had a really shitty day today. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something. Okay, this is how the story goes. Stick with me on this. I hope I don't lose you. Alright, so I go and I get my tractor. I get assigned a different tractor almost every night. It's a given. I don't know. And I had some issues with it. Like, I had to put power steering fluid in it, which, okay, come on, people. You know, you're going to drive a tractor and you're going to pull 80,000 pounds possibly. You want to take care of your vehicle. You want to make sure that it's in good shape because you don't need any accidents. Okay, with me so far? Thank you. Alright, so I'm okay with that. You know, I fill it up and everything. I check everything else is cool. I gotta crank it over, and cranks over, not a problem. Check the air. Oh wow, I'm like, oh, I'm in 7th heaven, boy. I got everything going for me. So I sit there and I'm filling out some of my paperwork, you know, just kind of blowing some time before I have to leave. And my engine shuts off. Well, it's supposed to do that. It's on some kind of a timer, so it's supposed to shut off. I go to crank it over, and I got a little bit of trouble cranking it over. I'm thinking, this is not good. But then it cranks over after, I think, the 3rd try, and everything seemed to be okay. Again, so I leave. And I go down to my Ebor's, is where I go to. It's where the location is. And I go in and I drop my trailer. I drop my tractor. I go in and I get my trailer assigned to me and everything. I go out to my tractor and I go to crank it over. Didn't want to crank. Went to crank it over. Didn't want to start. Went to crank it over. I'm like, it took 6 tries. Now I'm a little concerned. So I go ahead and I back up to my trailer. And I hook up to it and do my pre-trip on my trailer, only to find out that I've got a flat tire off the rim. Now, if it had been like a flat and it was still on the rim, you know, I mean, the seal wasn't broken, I've got a hose. I could have hosed it up, aired it up, see what it, you know, if it would have held the air or not, and I'd have been on my way. Well, can't take a trailer like that because I cross over a scale and I don't want DOT stopping me and or taking a chance of this thing shredding all over the place while I'm driving down the road. So anyways, okay. I go in and I tell them I got to change out. They said, well, take the trailer that's right next to it. That's like, goes to Fort Myers too, almost filled. I says, that's a plan for me. I'm going to go drop this trailer. I says, I'm going to bump up to this trailer. They says, okay. So I get out to my tractor. Okay, remember I told you how hard it was for me to start it before? I couldn't get it started. I'm trying. I'm like, oh, okay, so I got to call. First I had to call and tell them about my trailer. Flat tire. I got to call the office about that. Then I got to call them now and tell them, hey, guess what? I can't start my tractor. I'm like, oh, they are not going to like this at all. Well, after I got off the phone with them, I thought, well, give it one more shot. Why not? I go to turn the key and boom, I've got nothing. Not one sound coming out of my engine. I was like, oh, dear Lord. I'm like, well, all right. What do I do now? So I call him back up and I tell him, I says, look, this is how it goes. What are we going to do about it? Oh, he's going. And you can imagine the words he was using. This is my supervisor, mind you. So I look over and there's this guy, and to make a long story short, I end up getting this guy's tractor. It was down there at Ebor, and he was ready to go home and that. And I get on down the road, and I'm going down to Fort Myers. I get down there, I'm already an hour late because no sooner did I hit 75 southbound, and there was 3 accidents, one of which I put up on Facebook. I could not believe the traffic. It turned out to be from a half hour late to an hour late. I was like, you know what? This is Saturday. It's my last day, I want to go on the weekend, that's it. And this has got to happen. I get down there, and they says, where are you going back to? I says, Ybor. We're going to divert you. I said, divert me? And he says, yeah. And I'm not thinking, I had looked at the fuel at this guy's tractor. He had driven to Georgia and back. He didn't fuel his truck. So when I got it in the emergency exchange there, I looked at that fuel and thought, that's fine. I can make it down and back. Not a problem. But to be diverted? Nah. I needed to get fuel. It was a long night. So I ended up coming back to Manatee, going to Manatee. And I'm late getting to Manatee for 2 reasons. One, I've got to stop and get fuel. And 2, I've maybe been to Manatee half a dozen times. I'm like driving slow. I mean, it's dark out. You get back in them back roads, man. It's like, okay, where's the light at? I can't see nothing. And I'm driving like this. Okay. Alright, so I make it. And I get home and drop my trailer off and find out the trailer I was going to drop it off at Ybor, and it had a bad cable wire. So I ended up having to take that back with me. You know what? It was a bad day. I'm telling you, it just did not want to go. You know what? Okay, stop. Praise the Lord, because you know what? It turned out good. All's good. I know it is. All's good. Let me get into the lane I need to get into. Okay, now that I wasted 6 minutes on my job today here, telling you about it, you guys probably got halfway through and went, okay, Kathy Judy, enough is enough. I'm a gabber. Okay, I love you guys. I really do. And take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Please be kind to your pets. God bless you and praise the Lord. And you know me. What do I normally say? You're right. We'll be talking again.